In a previous video, we used a function called time. This was the first time that we've used a function in PHP with our scripts, and what it did was returned the number of seconds from a certain point in history up until now. What we're going to do next is explore some additional PHP functions that will be useful for working with strings. So let's go ahead and jump to our resource pack directory and open up the 7th step, which is called useful string functions. Go ahead and copy the entire code and paste it over the code that's currently in your test.php file and save it. So we're setting up this so that we can run a number of different functions on this variable right here. This is a string variable, and it includes some text that says this is a string example, and notice that it has some strong tags in there. And then at the very end, what we're doing is printing the variable to the browser. So if we save this, let's go ahead and jump back to the browser and refresh. You'll see that it says this is a string example. Okay, that gets us started. So let's jump back to the editor and let's uncomment out this first example here. Now when we use a function, there's usually two parts to it. The first is the function name. In this one, it's strstr. And then there are parentheses. So you begin a parentheses right after the name of the function, and you end it right after you pass parameters through it. Now, when we used the time function before, it didn't require any parameters, but we still had to add these parentheses. That's what tells PHP that this is a function. The function strstr takes two parameters, and you can see that the parameters are separated with a comma. Now again, PHP ignores white space, so this extra space here is simply to make it easier to read. Now what this function does is it looks for the existence of one string inside of another string. So in this case, it's looking for the word peaches inside of the string variable, which is this string up here. When functions run, they return a value of some kind, and you can take that value and assign it to a variable. So in this case, we're taking whatever strstr returns and assigning it to variable. So variable will then become the value that it returns. Now peaches doesn't exist in this string, but if it did, this function would return the section of the string where this is found. But since it doesn't exist, it will actually return false. Now in a previous video, we tried printing false to the browser, and it doesn't show anything. So that's what we can expect to happen here. Let's go ahead and save this and jump to the browser and refresh. And sure enough, our page is empty.